This started because I bought the most beautiful strings in the world, Savarez Argentines. They're steel wound in silver and look great. They also pulled the floating bridge all the way over. I tuned down a half step, and the floating bridge was still slammed against the body. In a way, all this work is a solution looking for a problem. You can still play it like that, but the strings feel more rigid when the bridge isn't floating. This is the first time I've worked on this guitar. I started looking at the back plate. There were 3 springs. It was time to unscrew it. You're supposed to unscrew each screw little by little, in a star pattern. Eventually, the screws should look like this. Put the screws aside in order, so that each one can go back into the same hole. The springs were in a V pattern. This guitar was an open box. I don't know how they placed the springs at the factory, or what strings they use. I started moving them around. I wanted to add another spring. The springs were much stronger than I thought. You need to loosen your strings so that the bridge will move over. This is how the new springs look. I decided to put in a 4th one instead of just tightening the screws on the left bracket because it seems like something that could come loose over time. Here's the layout of the four springs. I thought of going to 5, but I don't think I will. This set is as much tension as I will put on this guitar. It has more tension than other 10s because of the wound G strings and heavier strings in the middle. Here's the bridge floating the way it's supposed to. If you're going to experiment with different strings, you might want to skip this last step. The tremolo bridge is fussy. Leaving the back plate off avoids a lot of headaches. I put mine on because the next set of strings will have less tension, but 3 springs didn't work very well for the last set either. I think the last set might have been a 9-46, but I'll never know. Also, in case you're wondering, the Savarez Argentines are awful to play on, and I can't wait to get rid of them, but that's another video. Hope this helps.